Love is Blind's Marshall, his tweets have resurfaced and a lot of people are discussing it. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are doing well today. Back again, it is daily and consistent content, just some daily pop culture content for you guys. And so Marshall has had a situation, let's just say, which I honestly didn't really expect. But his tweets have been resurfaced and a lot of his tweets are towards black women. And he just goes in and says, trigger warning, a group of sad black girls that sit in a damn circle sharing their stories on why men ain't I'll tell you, black females, why. You walk into a restaurant and what do you see? A white couple, a Hispanic couple, and an Asian couple, and a group of black girls. Black girls should care less about our feelings. Percentage currently married, a white woman 50%, Hispanic 45%, black woman 26%. Damn. It sounds like he must have been rejected by some black girl perhaps in his past, but again, you know, it doesn't excuse. These tweets were around, I believe, in 2014 when he was 18 years old, and people are reacting to it, and this is what they are saying. I don't think necessarily that decade-old tweets should be used against people. Some other people are saying he must have been 18 at the time. These tweets suck, but at the same time, he was so young. Someone said, I get that it was old, but you know, it was 12 years ago. So it seemed like he's actually getting a lot of defense from some people from where I'm seeing it. I'm sure everybody could have different opinions as well, but someone else was saying that, you know, they're not surprised when it comes to this misogynoir that has obviously, you know, surfaced, especially at this very young age, of the age of, you know, what he was. Other people are saying that, you know, they're not so excusing it, but saying that, you know, he was a teenager, he was 17, he was 18 around this time, as opposed to being a grown adult, full-on man. So it seems that you know, a lot of people who are not, I would say, defending him, but basically expressing the fact that, you know, this was somebody at a young age. Those are the opinions that I'm seeing on a particular site that normally go in on people. So, you know, they clearly are not deciding to. I also think because Marshall came out to be the saving grace of the season and he came out to have a great edit as well, you know, had he been the Jackie of the season, then perhaps it could have been a different reflection. But those are some of the conversations. I think that Misogynoir is very deep. It runs very wild, and it can be a very quiet villain. That's the way I see it. I think it's a quiet villain in people's minds, in people's headspaces. And, you know, and when I mean by quiet, I mean that a lot of people have it, but they don't know they have it. As well, and you know, it's very subconscious, it's very deep, and some of them, and a lot of people do know that they have it as well. So it's a combination of both, but I just feel like it's so deeply embedded in people's brains, and they're conditioned to have so much misogynoir as well, that it is sad seeing those specific tweets. But I feel like, you know, there are multiple that can be like that from a lot of people. It's not something that is new, which is why a lot of people are also commenting that they're not surprised by it at all, and that, you know, it dates back to high school related perceptions of people. It's just very interesting the way some people are commenting on it, but a lot of people are also saying that, you know, he was 17, 18, 19 around this time as well. So will he respond to it? I don't think he will, to be honest with you. I don't think it's really gained that much traction anyways for him to even respond to it, but a lot of people are sounding off on it and are having different opinions. So I'm very keen to know what your opinions are in the comment box below. Like, what do you guys think based on these tweets that I read out from what he said at one point? You know, does it differ your opinion on him? Are you over it? Are you upset by it? I think everybody is quite split, to be honest with you, from what I've seen. So it's just interesting. But anyways, a few of you guys were telling me to comment on this, considering that I have commented on Love is Blind. So I didn't even know that this was even around. Apparently this is not even new news. People were discussing it a couple of days ago. I didn't even know. So my apologies for the lateness on this conversation. But yeah, let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this. I think Micah and Paul are having some beef now as well, or they're going back and forth on what they believe and on what they said. And, you know, Micah's also doing an interview as well. So it seems that, you know, there's a lot of Love is Blind post drama, probably the most drama I've seen out of a Love is Blind season. You know, you guys may differ because I didn't watch last season, and I know there was a lot of drama and everything with Bartiz and stuff, but there seems to just be a lot with this season. And it's so very, very interesting because I feel like the following counts has grown massively for a few people on this season once the show ends. So you don't get the following count during the season. It's at the end of the season. Once you get married and have the reunion, then your following count goes hugely up, like with Brett, with Tiffany, with Marshall. And it's great to see that. It's great to see that, you know, Tiffany can have a huge following from this. And, you know, I want to see her and Brett hopefully do something with this Love is Blind new fame if they wish to have a YouTube channel like Cameron and Lauren. You know, it's just interesting. I do wonder also who's going to host the next season of Love is Blind. Is Vanessa going to come back with Nick? You know, would Netflix want that to happen due to what's kind of going on? I feel like her behavior with this reunion was just different. It wasn't like the previous ones. It was just odd. I feel like she thought she was doing something, and the fact that nobody in the room can tell her otherwise, everybody filming, producing, casting, executive, like nobody could say to her, relax. Not even her own man could say, relax. So it definitely was a wake-up call for her indefinitely, because everybody was really upset. And we'll just see next year who will host. Personally, for me, I know some people are saying they'll love me to host it or Jessie Wu to host it. Personally, for me, I would like Cameron and Lauren to host the Love is Blind reunion. I feel like they have the experience from being on the show already. They're already a great couple. And clearly, they've, you know, everything's going well with them. And so I feel like they would be an example of not only the show's success, which they are, but an example of the fact that, you know, you're hosting this reunion. You guys have the best experience more than anybody. So I feel like Cameron and Lauren, and I'm not really here for ex-castmates hosting shows, but I feel like it can work 110%, and I feel like Cameron and Lauren can be a great example. So I'm definitely pushing for them to be the next season's hosts, and I feel like it definitely could work. Nick and Vanessa have so many other shows to host on Netflix. It's not that deep if they lose Love is Blind, to be honest with you, but we'll see. I think there's now 2 seasons a year of Love is Blind. It's happening a lot now. I don't think it's just once a year, but I'm keen for Love is Blind UK. Quite a few of my friends have been, you know, approached by casting. I want to see what it becomes, but I feel like it's definitely going to be a movement. It's definitely going to compete with Love Island and Big Brother and any Married at First Sight. It's going to be, you know, big competition. It's on Netflix as well. It's a huge platform. So I'm keen to see where it's going to go. But I think that from this summer onwards, guys, there's going to be a lot of different shows to review, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get back into Love Island during the summer. I'm excited to get into Love Island USA because last season was so good. I'm excited to get into Love Island Games. Look, like whether you like it or not, I feel like it's going to be a venture to review. I'm excited to get into Big Brother. Like, there's quite a few reality TV shows that I am just excited to review, to be honest with you, and get into and break down. Love is Blind was enjoyable. I think that we all enjoyed the season, and we'll just see what these next few seasons of reality TV bring and what can outperform the rest. But yeah, sorry, this turned into a different video of me just talking about random different stuff. I've even got a meeting to go to, so I am really just doing the most. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on when it comes to Marshall's tweets. What are your thoughts, opinions on it? Do you like him, dislike him based off it? Do you want him to say something on it or just keep it as it is? And what are your thoughts when it comes to just what show you're watching or looking forward to for this year? I feel like there's so many to just review and get into, and like I feel like we started off very weak with Love Island Winter, but Love is Blind came in strong, and hopefully Love Island USA does something for me, because I feel like this needs to be a great season for Love Island USA, and hopefully it is. But anyways, random video. I don't know if you guys have watched Marshall's interview. He did one with the Viles Files, I think they're called. I think it was a good interview. I think that he came off very calm and relaxed, poised, you know, spoke on a lot of different stuff. It's a very long interview. I'm not going to break it down for you guys. You guys should definitely just watch it and give, you know, him his views. But I think that it definitely is a interesting interview, 110%, and we'll see what Michael's interview is about to say. Let me know your thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys soon for another review.